YouTube, what it is, what it is. Welcome back to another video. Pray all is well, and definitely wanted to chime in and make this video and things of that nature. This week was definitely a week of cleansing. A week of self-reflection and just reevaluating myself and just reevaluating a lot of things and things of that nature. Definitely cut the locks off. The locks are gone. Kept the little hair on the top and things of that nature. And just thought that it would be a better fit for me. And but besides that, what brought me to this topic and the discussion for the day is just like, as far as like how I say, it's definitely a week of self examination and just reevaluating a lot of things and you know and even you just when it came to certain people, a lot of people on my contact list that I had blocked and things of that nature in the past, I was like, man, what's the sense of doing that? Let me just like let me unblock them. You know what I'm saying? I unblocked a lot of people, man, and I feel as though, that was definitely a sign of growth for me. And, just feel as though, it's definitely important, man, as you grow and as you mature spiritually and as you just, mature as a person and get older, you don't want to harness any bad energy or you don't want to hold on to anything of the past that may have led you to uh, feeling a certain way or whatever the situation may have been. We have to learn how to let go. We have to learn how to to forgive. We have to forgive. What I'm saying? That's just that's an obligation from the Most High. That's an obligation, especially if we do wrong and we want to be forgiven for any sin we may commit on our part and things of that nature. And really, that's the whole main reason of this topic of discussion for this video. You know, um, when it comes down to people that may have never supported you, or even when it comes down to people that may have done you wrong. But for every person that have done you wrong, you have to think about for every situation you did wrong. You know what I'm saying? And how you went to the Most High, how you went to the Father, had asked Him to forgive you for your sins. You get what I'm saying? And this is how this thing works. We live in a world where most people will say, yeah, I forgive you, but I will never forget. You can't have that type of mindset because then that means that you're still holding on to whatever situation may have occurred between you and another person, and you really haven't forgiven that person because that's I don't what I mean I'm not into that type of that concept. I forgive, but I will never forget. Like, nah, it don't work that way. You have to forgive, and even if they continue, and it don't have to be a situation where like you'll forgive somebody then you decide to go back and entertain some of the spirits that person carry. Like it don't have to be like that. What I mean? You can forgive people and still keep moving forward with your life. And despite where they may be at currently in their life and things of that nature, and it's just what it is. You know what I mean? We it's all about elevation, man, and that what comes with life. Just this life in general, and especially when you truly want to, um, you know, grow as a person, just be a good person in general. You know what I mean? That what comes with it. A lot of the times people will look at your outward appearance. They will judge you by some of the things that you say, but when it comes down to those things, what really matters the most is how the Most High views you, how the Most High sees you. You know what I mean? That what matters the most. You know what I'm saying? See, the Most High, He's not looking at our outward appearance. He's looking at the intentions of our heart. You get what I'm saying? And this also goes back to just like earlier this week, like, you know what I mean, how, you know what I mean, because prior to, those days and things of that nature, my mother wasn't feeling good. She wasn't feeling good, and she told me how family is kind of sick, and that was confirmation for me because if y'all go back to the prior video, you will see how I told you like how I felt sick too, and so it's confirmation for me. So it's like we all was going through the same thing, but like after falling short and all of that, and definitely praying to the Father for him to forgive me and this and that, and and went through my cleansing process. I was definitely praying for the family. I prayed for my mother, and I called her again this week just to check up on her, see how she doing, cause I was earnestly praying. You feel me? And she told me, how she started, and I could hear it in her voice, like, yeah, I'm doing better, this and that, and even daddy's, he's doing good, yo. So it made me feel good. You know what I mean? It made me feel good, and I was like, yo, all praise be to the Father. And I was speaking to my mother, because sometimes we speak on spiritual things, and I was like, you know what, man, the Most High is good, and this is when, another topic, came in mind, but I was like, see, man, that, the Most High is not looking for perfect people. He's not looking for perfect people. You get what I'm saying? He's paying attention to the intentions of our heart. Why? Because the Father heard my prayers. I was like, wow, my dad, I'm glad, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that means he heard my prayers. She was like, yeah, he heard you. You feel me? So it made me feel good, and I was just like confirmation, like, yo, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And and that's why it's like, man, as far as like, trying to be this perfect person or like just, there's nothing wrong with striving for perfection and things of that nature, but don't focus too much on trying to be this perfect person or try to, you know, come out a certain way and make sure everything is, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you know what I mean? You gotta learn how to take things at a certain pace, at your own pace. Because if you go if you when you choose to go at the pace of others, then you can find yourself sabotaging yourself. And I've done this so many times in the past where I was self sabotage because I would operate in this people pleasing, I would have this people pleasing tendency about myself where it's all about just pleasing others, making sure that they good, but neglecting my own, mental health, neglecting my own well being and things of that nature. So it's like I had to get out of that, you know what I'm saying, and learn how to, go about certain things. And when I started doing that, it started, everything started working out for me. You know what I'm saying? But that was something that I had to learn. So, when it comes to just certain events and just certain things that, occur in your life or certain things you may go through, just, make sure that you at least learn from the bad moments. Learn from the bad moments. If you have to keep repeating them over and over, it's okay. Eventually, you're going to learn something. Why? Because you're going to hit a point where it's going to be like, man, enough is enough. I have to tighten up in this area. I gotta, you know what I mean? And man, the Most High is good, man. The Most High is good. And yo, man, that's really the discussion for the day. I definitely wanted to touch on this because you know what I mean? If we expect to be forgiven by the Most High for the wrong we do, then we gotta make sure we forgive others, man, and just keep it moving. not with the spirit of, yeah, I forgive that person or I forgive them for this and that, but I will never forget what they done to me. Like, nah, that means you never forgiven, you never truly forgiven. So that's the message for the day. And yo, until next time.